Hey guys, it's Caroline, and today's video is going to be on how I edit my Instagram pictures and post. So if you do not already follow me on Instagram, go ahead and click the link down below to my Instagram and you can check it out, see like what my theme is. I like to keep it pretty minimal and neutral colors, so it's mostly blacks and whites and neutrals with like some like greens and like maybe a little bit of color. So I'm just going to show you how basically I edit them. I'll do a few different ones for reference on how I edit different pictures. So we're going to start by going into the app Visco. This is my all-time favorite app for editing pictures. So as you can see, those are like some pictures that I want to post soon. So let me go in and I'm going to upload a few pictures that I haven't edited yet. Okay, so I have a variety of pictures that I've uploaded into here. So I'm going to start with this one of my dog, and I'm going to start with filters. My favorite filter is A6. It just kind of brings in the contrast and makes it a little bit warmer, but I also like the HB tones 1 and 2. I prefer 2 over 1. 1's just a little bit too cool tone. And then also like M5 is really pretty on certain pictures. And it kind of just depends. And then for the black and white tones, I prefer B1 over B5. I don't know, it just looks better to me. So for this picture, I'm using A6 and I never really ever have it full up. So I'm going to leave that at like 7.5. Then go in and put it a little bit higher an exposure, like 0.1. And then I love contrast, so I'm going to bring this up a good amount. So I'm going to leave it at like 1.7. And then this picture I feel like is a little bit too cool because of the colors of my pants are blue. So I'm going to turn the temperature up a little bit, just like 0.1 or 0.01, sorry. And then that's basically all for that picture. So I'm going to save that one, and as you can see, like the difference in that picture. So I'm going to go into this picture now. This one is slightly different, so I'm going to show you a few different types of pictures that I would edit differently to all go together. So this is a picture of me and my friend Faith, and as you can see, there's this big like wall with a ton of colors on it, and obviously that doesn't go with my theme if I like instantly uploaded it like that. So I'm going to do about the same thing, go in with A6 and turn that down to like 9.5. And then I'm turning the exposure up like a good amount, so 1.3 looks good. And then contrast. This picture looks really good with a lot of contrast, so I'm gonna go with like a 1.8. And I don't really, so this picture has a lot of straight lines, so it's gonna bother me if they're not perfectly straight. So I'm gonna go in with the straighten tool and then kind of just like make it so that that line on the side, on the right side, is perfectly straight. And then this picture looks pretty good otherwise, so I'm going to save that one. So you guys are also kind of getting like a sneak peek into pictures I want to post on Instagram soon. So for this picture, I use A6, and I'm going to turn it down like to 7.3 is good. This picture, I want to expose it just a little teeny bit, so 0.4. And then I'm going to add contrast in to make my sweatshirt a little bit darker. I'll go with the 2.0. And then I'm going to straighten this one as well because the line on the back of the picture frame isn't like aligned and it kind of bothers me. So just like that. And then this picture is a little bit warm, like my skin tone. So I'm going to turn the temperature down a little bit. Not that much, like negative 0.3. And then I'm going to save that one. So now I'm going to import or save all these 3 pictures to my camera roll, and I'm going to go in with the second app. I don't use very many apps. I use 3. So now I'm going in, well, technically 4, but now I'm going in with the Facetune 2 app. This one's free. Facetune is like $2.99. So if you want a free version, just get this because it literally does the same things. It might not be as good, but all I use it for is to whiten my pictures. So I'm going to go in with this edited picture of my dog, and I'm just going to whiten him a little bit so he looks more white and bright. And then also the carpet and like basically anywhere except for my sweater and my hand. And I'm going to turn that down a little bit. And then that picture is pretty good to me, so I'm going to save that one. And then I'm going to go to this picture of me and Faith, and I'm going to take the whiten tool, and I'm basically going to whiten the whole background just because I don't like all the colors in the picture. Like if your theme is colorful, then I'd say for all, like, you do you, like, go for the colors. But personally, I prefer more neutral tones, and there's just too much color in this picture. So it's a really pretty picture. I just don't particularly like it with all the other pictures that I have. So I'm going to turn that up a little bit. And then for pictures like this, I like the way that like the background looks when it's all the way up, but I don't like the way that the concrete looks. So I'm just going to erase the concrete, even though I still want it white. So I'm just going to erase that for now, and then I'm gonna check it, and then I'm gonna go back into whiten and re-whiten the ground, but turn it down. So there's at least a little bit of like contrast between the whites and then like the concrete color. And then I'm taking that selfie, and I'm going to do a couple things for this one. I'm going to whiten the background again, just because I like mine a little bit brighter, and then I'll bring back in the darkness with the contrast, so that looks good to me. And then I'm just going to smooth out my forehead so that, I mean, like, you don't want to post a picture. I feel like it's completely fine to do this. It's not like I'm like editing myself or face tuning myself. I'm just sort of smoothing out my complexion so I look really clear. And then those are those 3 pictures, and then I am literally going back into the camera roll app that comes onto everyone's phone. So like, who uses their camera roll for like editing pictures? I don't know, but I do. So I'm going to go into edit, and I mainly use this for the black point feature. So it's in light, and this basically just adds more contrast and makes the blacks like 10 times blacker. So I'm just turning that down a little bit. This one doesn't need it as much because then it'll make my other eye like disappear. So just like that. And then I'm going to like that one. And then this one, I'm also going to turn down the black point so it adds more contrast. And then the same thing on this one. So now I'm going to go into the app Unum, and this is like the best thing that literally has ever happened. So you basically just tap on one of the squares and hit the add button, and you can add as many pictures. So I'm going to add in those 3. And then like, say I don't like the way that like 2 of them look next to each other. So obviously I've already put those on there, so I'm going to delete those. So those pictures are already scattered throughout here. So basically it connects with my Instagram. So from like here and up, I haven't posted it yet, but all these pictures, as you can see, like my old theme was sort of like more dark, and then like just a little bit more colorful in the summer. So that's literally my whole Instagram. So it connects with your Instagram, but it doesn't actually post these pictures. So say I didn't like the way that these 2 pictures looked next to each other at the top, those 2 that I just like whatever highlighted or whatever, because I don't want to put 2 really bright pictures right next to each other and then have 2 darker pictures next to each other. So I'm going to swap that one and that one, and all you have to do is hit this little arrow thing, and it'll literally just like switch them. And to me that looks a lot better. I might also switch those 2. No, I don't like that. So just basically doing stuff like that makes it really easy to see what your Instagram will look like. So that's basically the feed that I've been going for lately, are neutral colors, but not making it too hard for myself. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys!